What's going on, guys? Today I'll be telling you why I quit my 6-figure tech job. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's your boy HD Techno Chatter. I'm back. Listen, it's been a journey and y'all been rocking with me, so that's why I rock with y'all. And what I'm going to be talking about is not scripted, and we'll talk about it, but we're going to talk about, yes, you read the title right. I quit my 6-figure tech job. And here's why. And I know you guys are looking at it like, 6-figure tech job, why would you quit? You know why I quit it? Because I got another one. Got another one that pays way more. You know, it's about 45% more than what I was getting at the other job. So yeah. You saw my other video talking about what I learned from interviewing, and I really couldn't talk about it now. And this video, by the way, if you're watching this, pre-recorded. I'm only going to drop it after everything goes through. But I left because when you're at a certain place sometimes for a certain amount of time, you hit like a plateau. And truth be told, I believe that I did hit that plateau, and I needed to experience a different industry and a new team. I just need a new, something fresh. And I think that's the majority of reasons. Like, honestly, besides all that, best company I ever worked for, best manager I ever had, like probably ever will have, honestly. Super cool, super down to earth. Always was trying to check in on me, make sure I was good, make sure my family was good, all that. So I know some people are like, oh, well, why you want to stay? It's just business. At the end of the day, they understand that people move on, they have to go somewhere else. And the thing is, you can always come back. I can always come back here because they know how valuable I am. So that's the whole thing, is the fact that I came here, did a good job from day one, did an amazing job. This job was like the only job where everybody saw at the starting point at the first time. And I got to show what I can do if I start on an even playing field. And I killed it. I killed it. It's, I will always talk about, this position because I experienced so much growth in this position that I never thought I would have got doing it. Honestly, truth be told, I knew when I started I was going to be, working at a SOC, but I didn't know how. I had a bad taste in my mouth before that. So I didn't know what I was going to do. And then, all the different, not necessarily accolades, but different people in the company respecting you or asking you or coming to you because you're the go-to guy, or, you bringing new people on the team. And I was like, yeah, it's different when you're not there. That means a lot to me because I put in a lot of work. I put in a lot of work of being an over-communicator. I put in a lot of work to make sure I know everything, or not necessarily if I don't know everything, I get the right answer. I put in a lot of work to be thorough. So one of the reasons why I left is because also in the same breath, like I could have took my manager's job because they want to do something else, but I didn't want to manage that particular team. I don't want to say necessarily outgrew them, but some of the people on the team, they need to be somewhere else. I know my temperament as a person that manages. I could not accept people being inept or lack of effort. I can't accept that. And I know I'll class it because I'm the type of person, regardless of how you feel about me, I give you 110. It's times I'm not going to, say it on here, but I had other stuff going on and I'm finishing all my stuff on time. Some of my, contemporaries aren't. As I'm making this right now on PTO, some stuff still isn't done. And, that's just crazy to me. And, if I was there, I almost had the tendency to sometimes do some of the stuff, but I'm like, no, I'm not. They got to do it themselves. They, me being gone, they need to see exactly really how good they have it. I made the comparison when I was talking to my level 1 when I was texting them this week, and I was like, yeah, I'm LeBron for our team. I pick up the slack and make everybody look better because I'm good at assisting. I also got an eye for talent like Bron too. One of the people I brought on, he's on YouTube and he's killing it. And I think he's going to be better than me, and whether he stays there or not. And so that it just is what it is. But yeah, so I just felt like it was time to go somewhere. I can't really tell you too much about this new company. I could tell you it's a new industry. Definitely a step up in name, prestigious name. The funny thing is, when I got the verbal offer, they asked me, hey, do the numbers good? So, okay, let's back up. When they first offered me, I ended up negotiating, $20,000 more per year. And that was included with base and then other compensation. So guys, never take the first offer. And I could have got more, but the thing is that it was already so much more than I was getting. I wasn't like I was scared of it, but I was cool. I said, that'll work for me. Because at the end of the day, shout out to Dewan, Lightfoot, Lab Every Day. He said something that he dropped the key. He was saying, it's not always about the money. It's about the opportunity. So I've always also been that person where I hadn't always been pressed to always do everything for the money. Because if you're good at something and passionate about it and you're in the right field, the money's going to come. And that's something I want to tell people. I know I'm breaking away from what I'm talking about in the video. Something I want to tell the people is that a lot of you that want to get in tech, I get it. You want to make bread, but I want you to remember this. It might be a point where the money dries up and it's not the same. Will you be able to still do the job without, if you're doing it for the love of the money? If you really like what you're doing and getting the money, I think you'll be cool. Because it ain't gonna always be this good. Everything go through dry spots. It has to. Every market has to correct itself. But that's cool. I mean, just some of the stuff. This is also what intrigued me. Is this is a position that's a step up. This is a management type of position where I will be using more of my soft skills. So using more of the skills I was using in my lead role this time, where I probably will be less technical. And I want to see how that is. How do I succeed at something I never did before? Granted, it was like that with the SOC, but this is different. It's a leaner team. I'm probably not gonna have as many people to lean on, and I think that's what's perfect about it. So that's one of the things that I really am intrigued about this position about, and really seeing what I can do with it. I like to put my back against the wall and see what I'm gonna do. That is how you grow. You have to get uncomfortable in order to grow. If not, you get stagnant. I'm not in my 40s or 50s. That's when you go get like a cushy government job and you just relax because it's not going to change. It's the same thing. When it comes to this is different. I have to keep on getting better. Technology is changing. There's different things being asked. And not only that, like I said, it's about the opportunity. You never know who I'm going to meet in the network just from doing a new position. And cause sometimes you can just play yourself, and that's not what it's all about. I tell my clients that all the time. Depending on your skill set, I'm like, listen, you can't be this greedy right now. Get what you can. Something better will come along. You got to trust me on it, because I know I've been there. And that's one of the things. Listen, my clients, are you watching this now? Everything that I tell you guys about, I do. If you're on Twitter or my Instagram, wherever you find me, listen, stuff I say on my Twitter about stuff, I do. And it works. Now, does it do instant results? No, it does not. Nothing is instant. No instant grits, no instant oatmeal over here. It's hard work, dedication, putting in the work, networking, making yourself known, branding yourself. That's what the thing is, selling yourself. And listen, let me also tell you guys something. I was picked out of 30 people for this position. So imagine that. 1 out of 30 in a position I don't have experience doing. Constantly I can even talk about the interview process. So first interview was with like the manager director, which is cool. I knew that went good. Right after that, they was like, yeah, we want to talk to you again. When you want to schedule your, interview? It'll be like 4 hours. So I went through a 4-hour interview while working. This is, that's a good thing about being remote. But the good thing about it was just the fact that, every different interview was not super technical. It was people just trying to see how I thought and asking me about stuff. They will reiterate, hey, it's good that you know how to use this and this, but you probably won't be using the role. And I was like, I understand. That's all it's about growth, I could kid myself and just not want to, because the old position, I could do that with my eyes closed. It's easy. Where's the challenge? You know, how good do you want to be? That's me. I gotta challenge myself. You know, I'm surrounded by, you know, shout out to Dayspring, shout out to Tavion, shout out to my dog Marquise, shout out to Chris, shout out to my boy Jack, shout out to Superman, shoot, everybody that, you know, him. Shout out to Sierra, man. I gotta shout you out. Shout out to everybody, you know, that I talk to on a regular, and shout out to Nikki, that we out here trying to get it. And so when I see them doing it, I'm doing it. You know, man, hey, I'll never probably get, you know, this chance again. I'm just out here doing it. I never would have thought, you know, I'm not even 30 yet. I've been, you know, one of the goals I had to make X amount of money at 30. Ben did that a couple of years ago. Now going on new goals. Now working somewhere I probably never thought I'd work at. You know, like I said, whenever it's come out, you probably could do, I don't know. It might be a little bit things changing with my social media and stuff like that, with my LinkedIn, but you can always go snoop around and see who I'm talking about. But, you know, that's pretty much the basis, guys. If I'm gonna wrap it up, is the fact that I need to grow, I need to change. I feel like some people aren't holding their, carrying their own weight, and they just need to also, even though they value me, they need to see how much value that I brought. And you know, ain't nothing wrong with that, guys. So if you're in a similar position, you know, leave. I told you how much the raise was. This is not uncommon in tech. Some of y'all are staying and they're only giving you 3 or 4%, you know, a year raise. No, go somewhere where you at least get a good bonus or something like that. And look, let me say this else. Companies, if you're not giving people unlimited PTO and no bonuses or stock options, do you expect to keep your talent anymore? Honestly. And if your answer to that is yes, something's wrong, because your talent's gonna leave you high and dry. Gonna come in, get their experience, and leave. So that was the reason, you know, why I quit the job. As you guys know, I'm getting another bag, and yeah, man, that's what we on, man. We all about improving. A lot of people looked at 2021 like it was bad. It's been nothing but good for me. You feel me?